All right, all right, all right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig? All right. All right, all right. Let's scroll up and see who we got in the building thus far in the AM. And for the members of my Patreon, no worry. I will be cooking on the update to the Milwaukee 7-year-old boy that was taken and then released. It's an update. I put a link to the Milwaukee news station situation on my Patreon, but I will be doing a video reaction because I'm cooking. I got to do some cooking on that mama. I cooked the daddy the other day. I got to cook the mama. Got to cook her. She finna get all this work. She was impeding the investigation, all kind of stuff. Man, these people's out here reckless, but I'm gonna cook her on the Patreon. So make sure y'all subscribe, patreon.com/78 Sports TV. All right, who we got in the building? The homie Jalen Hudson up in here. Tamir Ali, Coach 67 Sports TV is in the building. We got Powerhouse Watson up in here. We got my brother Pablo Escobar, Jeff the producer, Slip the Jab. My brother Joe Townsend always coming through standing tall on LDBC business, you dig? Yes, indeed. My sister Shower in the building. What it do, Shower? Let me see. I said Slip the Jab. We got Rick Blackwell, TJ. We got Mark Hairston, Sean in the building, Justin Jacobs, the Dirt Gang boss. AB is in the building. Dane Watson, Sheldon, LDBC Enough and Reloaded is in the building. Craig L, Justin Jacobs, my brother Cano Loco TV is in the building. Let me see. We got Red up in here. What's happening with it? We got Jay in the building. Hotep Shalom, D-Man Jr. cooking up all the yayo. Cedric Trailer. We got CJ Robinson up in here. Daniel Chambers, CT Fat Boy Big G. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, Mahari Nation Sports Podcast is in the building. Yes, sir. Abel, 3 weeks away from Vegas, man. We're going to be kicking it like players, man. We're going to be kicking it like some players. Mook Styles P in the building. Sheriff Deputy Mac, my brother. We got Supreme Beast Box Talk Cadillac Red. Southwest Dice in the building. We got AB is in the building. Sniper up in here. OG Bruce Lee is in the building. Let's see what we got here. Brian S. What it do? Jermaine 419 is in the building. Let's see. Freddie Boss 7. We got Mind of Massa Musa. Coach Hudson is in the building. What it do, Coach? Salute everybody up in here. Let's see what we got here. Let me go back up here. Jermaine 419. I see you in the chat. He said, how Jaron F the bag up. He grew out of the division. That's normal. You Haney fans especially should know that from him in the past. Well, sir, what's up, London on the track? I see you in the building. We're going to talk about it. So let's go and cook on this. So we all know that Turki Al-Sheikh was on the Boxing Voice, and Turki Al-Sheikh said that Jaron Boots Ennis turned down several fights and then said that he was moving up in weight, that he had outgrown the division is what he said. Now, my problem with and he said that he wants a tune-up. Not only is he moving up in weight, he wants a light touch, a couple of light touches, 2 light touches at a higher weight class. And he wanted Turki to pay for it. Turki said absolutely not. No, Eddie Hearn can pay for it, but I'm not paying for it. Smash that like button, y'all. Get the lights all the way up. Get the lights all the way up. So now, what's up, Stormy B-Man, the sensei in the building? So Turki say, look, Eddie can pay for it, but I'm not paying for that. I'm not supporting none of that nonsense. Now, this is the problem with Boots, okay? Jaron Boots Ennis had just said, okay? He had just said that he's staying at 147 because he can make 147 easily. He said, yes, I'm a big guy, but I make weight comfortably and easily. And I want to be undisputed. That's what he said. Then all of a sudden, you have the situation with Brian Norman. Let's talk about that, okay? Right? And I tried to remain neutral in this Boots and Norman situation because I didn't want to call one of those brothers no ducks. I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then news changes in boxing from week to week, day to day. So I want to be careful in my judgment on the Brian Norman and the Boots situation. I just want to see how everything unfolded. Now, Jaron Boots Ennis said, well, supposedly, I forgot the exact number, but that fight didn't happen because of like $200,000 that they didn't want to give Brian Norman. $200,000. Okay, they didn't want to give it to him. All right, now, normally I wouldn't have an issue with that. I would say, man, Norman should just take the fight. You know what I'm saying? They should just took the fight because it's more money you ever made before, and you got opportunity to fight for another belt. You beat Boots, and then bam, bam, bam. Normally, that's what I would say, but this is the problem. Eddie Hearn and Boots didn't want to give Brian Norman an extra $200,000, even though that fight was hot in the streets. Within our culture, the black culture, that was a fight that we all would have got behind and supported. You know what I'm saying? Black star power. But they turn around and give Stan Jonas, brag about giving Stan Jonas extra money. Boots came out and said, yeah, I gave Stan Jonas extra money just to make the fight happen, just to make, like, bro, why? You should have kept that to yourself. You should have kept that to yourself, bro. You should have kept that to yourself. Because you can't tell us that you didn't give Brian Norman an extra $200,000, but you went above and beyond to give Stan the Niners some money. You can't do that, bro. That don't make logical sense. That now it look like you cherry picking and ducking. But cool. I let that ride. Because I didn't want to come across as like disrespecting Boots or nothing like that. I let it ride. So then you at 147, right? Pacquiao's finna fight Barrios, so you can't get that fight, right? Norman has the fight scheduled with Sukiyaki Hop, Saki Su, Saki to me, then Saki to you. He has a fight scheduled with this dude. So instead of waiting to see the outcome of that fight and then trying to get the Norman fight, revisiting it, right? You get paranoid because Turki offered you Teofimo Lopez for a ridiculous amount of money, more money than Boots has ever made in his career. Ridiculous amount of money to fight Teofimo Lopez, who you know you can knock this dude unconscious. Or at least I think you can. But then you say no to Teo, right? You say no to Teo. So then Turki offers, she said, what about Devin? You know what I'm saying? Devin will fight you at 147. Boots says, no, I can't make 147 no more. I want to move up. I'll fight Devin at 152. Catch weight, 152. Devin like, bro, I ain't never fought you at 147 yet. I'm not fighting you at 152. That's ridiculous. You the champion at 147. Boots say, nah, I'm moving up. So Turki said, okay, fine. You don't want to fight Teofimo Lopez. You don't want to fight Devin Haney. You clearly don't want to fight Brian Norman. Clearly don't want to fight Brian Norman Jr. So, okay. What you want to do at 154? You want some, I got some smoke for you. Nah, I want some light touches. 2 light touches. Bro, look, man. Boots is messing up, bro. Boots is putting himself in a situation where He's the new Boo Boo Andrade. Remember for a while, Demetrius Andrade. Yo, y'all smash the like button. Get them likes all the way up. Likes, get the likes to match the. You know what I'm saying? Get the likes to match the views. Get them on up there. Y'all remember when, for a long time, when Demetrius Andrade was doing goofy stuff? Demetrius Andrade kept putting himself in bad situations. You know what I mean? Andrade kept putting himself in messed up situations where he was nobody understood the moves he was making, right? Why is Andrade signing this ridiculous deal with this ridiculous promotional company? Why is Andrade doing this? Why is Andrade doing that? None of us understood it. It just didn't make logical sense, right? And somebody around him was advising him horribly. So now Boots is doing the same. Like, dude, what are you doing, fam? You got all this talent, fam. Boots is one of the most shining future stars we have in the sport, right? And American talent. And he is doing everything he can to cripple himself. Boots should have been a star. He should have been a star. And he's not. I understand you didn't get the Crawford and the Spence fights. I get that. But, bro, you can still build your own legacy. When they give you, they gift wrapped you your legacy on a plate. They gave it to you. Bro, listen. Teofimo Lopez has been saying all this racist stuff. He ain't never fought at 147, and they give him to you. They say, hey, yo, here, take Teo. Here. Turki gift wrap Teo for you. Here, knock this dude out. You say, nah, man, I'm finna go ahead because the doctor said I'm not even, he don't know how I'm even making this weight. I'm not even operating at even 50%. The doctor said, okay, it sounds good, Boots, but we heard you say before that you could make 147 easy. So now the doctor's saying that you're not even operating at 50% fighting at 147. So now at 154, I'm expecting you to look phenomenal. I'm expecting you to just be running through people. And if that's the case, why do you need a tune-up? Why do you need 2 tune-ups, bro? Why do you need 2 tune-ups? What you're doing is you're playing a dangerous game. You're playing the PBC game. You got to deal with Eddie. And what you're doing is you finna milk Eddie for the money he got, fight nobody, and then try to re-sign with Turki and for some big money. And they're not going to mess with you. It's not going to work. That hustle played out. It's not finna work, bro. Not finna work. It's not finna work. What's up, the musician? I see you in the building. This is not finna work, man. And Boots is making a horrible mistake, in my opinion. He should have took that Teo fight easily. Should have took that Teo fight, especially when you got Teo calling you out, talking racist stuff, man. You should have took that fight and hit him upside his head, knocked his head between the washer and dryer, man. We've been good. That was skyrocketed you to a superstar status, knocking out racist Teo, and you turn that down, and then try to pull Devin Haney up. You knowing good and well Devin Haney ain't even fought at 147, but you want to pull Devin up to 152. Like, bro, Boots is kind of scary to me, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't want to say that, but dude kind of scary to me. This is one of them scaredy cat dudes. He got all this talent, but some ain't. The math ain't mathing. But this ain't. It's too much stuff adding up, bro. And like I say, I'm not one of these guys who just want to come on here and just. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, y'all ain't never heard me talk like this about Boots. But bro, this is getting ridiculous, bro. What is you doing out here, man? Boxing Fan Times 4 is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the love, brother. Thank you. It says Boots needs to hurry up and get in with these top guys and make his bag because his style of fighting with the athleticism and reflex doesn't age well. Yeah, everybody know that. Everybody know. You know what I'm saying? And he not as good as Boots not as good as like a Roy Jones was when he relied on his reflexes and athleticism. So Boots is very good, but come on, bro. What you doing out here, Boots? What you doing out here, Jake? What you doing out here? Yeah, this sound like Duck Duck Goose. Sound like some Duck Duck Goose. And another thing. What's up, Black Martial Arts Society? Salute, homie. What's up, AC Boxing? Another thing is Teofimo Lopez. So T.O. then messed up his bag. We talked a little bit about this yesterday. Teofimo Lopez then messed up his bag. Okay, Turki Al-Sheikh has revealed that he will no longer be working with Teofimo Lopez. He said Teo can get money with whoever else he's gonna work with, but it won't be with me. Talk about fumbling the bag, bro. Talk about fumbling an enormous bag. Some people are just destined to get in their own way, bro. You ever met one of them people who just they get in their own way, no matter what? What's up with the G5? What's up with the Young Hollywood? You ever met one of those people where it doesn't matter what they do, how many opportunities they get in their own way. They get in their own way. It don't matter how many opportunities you give them. It's like they keep fumbling the bag. Your boy, you got your one homeboy, right? He unlucky with chicks, right? We all got that one homeboy or cousin or whatever that's just unlucky with the ladies, right? So you try to hook him up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, hey man, hey come meet me over here, woo woo. I'm finna be with a couple of chicks, man, woo woo, right? And then you this your boy, so you hooking him up. So you tell the chicks, hey, my boy coming, you know what I'm saying? He going through a hard time right now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he just lost his girl and stuff like that. Yeah. She was in a car wreck. You know, he making up lies, trying to help him out. Yeah, so he a little depressed. We trying to get him on his feet again, you know what I mean? So man, make sure you show my boy some love. Oh yeah, we got him, no problem. What he do? You tell him like, hey bro, look, it's good. This like guaranteed smash time, you know what I'm saying? Guaranteed smash. So just be cool, come on in here, have a good time. What he do? He get there, as soon as he get drunk, he start doing stupid stuff. Hey, when I was young, I remember when I was 12, bro, man, I used to eat my boogers, but I stopped though. Hey man, you remember when I was 12 how I used to eat boogers? Like, bro, shut up, bro. What's wrong with you, dog? No, I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. Cause like, you know, if you think about it, like, man, yeah, let me be quiet, man, because yeah, I'm talking too much. Yeah, it's a wrap, bro. Now I'm embarrassed that I know you. Now I'm embarrassed I even brought you over here, bro. Just shut up. Be quiet. Some people just get in their own way, is what I'm trying to say. Teofimo Lopez is one of them dudes. He get in his own way. Teo had the world at his feet. Teo had Turki Al-Sheikh interested in signing him for big fights. Teo decides to start as soon as y'all smash the like button. Let's get the likes up well over 200. Matter of fact, let's get the likes over 300. Get the likes up, y'all. Share the video. What Teo did was as soon as he got to the point where he finally finna start making some money, because remember Teo had been crying this whole time. What's up, Midlife Music? My brother A Weapons in the building. Aaron Butler, what it do? Teo had been crying about not making no money. Top Rank ain't paying him. All the black fighters this and the black fighters that. Now you with Turki, and he's willing to pay you buku dollars. So he offered you the fight with Boots. Boots turned it down. That's on Boots. But then he offers you great money to fight Devin, and you say no. Now why? Because you a coward. Because you a coward, you a duck, you a loser. Teofimo Lopez is a loser. He has a loser mentality. He's a coward. He talk about black this and black that, but then you scared of black dudes. You still mad about your baby mama and all this goofy stuff that don't nobody care about no more, bro. She a thought. What you still crying about a thought for, man? You the one chose to have a baby by her. What you mad about? You afraid in a couple years that baby gonna start showing some nappy hair or something? Well, what's the problem, Teo? You keep talking about black fires this and black fires that, using the N word, saying whatever you want to say, right? But you won't step in the ring with Devin Haney. You fight Boots, but you won't fight Devin. Hey man, something strange out here. You won't fight Boots, but you'll fight Devin. Somebody knows something. Somebody know. I mean, excuse me. You won't fight Devin, but you'll fight Boots. So somebody knows something. All right. So all I'm saying is, it ain't looking too good. It ain't looking too good. It ain't looking too good for Teofimo Lopez or Jaron Boots Ennis. And this is another point. The fact that, well, I'll say that point for later. But with him not fighting, and with Turki saying he's not dealing with him no more because press one if y'all can hear me, because my Wi-Fi is showing me some weird signs. Press one if y'all can hear me. Press one if y'all can hear me. Okay, y'all hear me now? Okay, cool. Yeah, I stopped talking because my Wi-Fi showed me I had one bar for some weird reason. I don't know why I'd be doing that, man. This Spectrum is trash, bro. Spectrum is the worst cable company in the history, man. I'd rather have a America Online dial-up or something, man. This is ridiculous. But anyway, um, I forgot my point now, man. What was I just talking about, bro? But anyway, Teofimo Lopez. I mean, excuse me. Turki said he's not dealing with Teo because Teo has disrespected his country and his religion, and he will never do business with him. Right? That's what he said. So a lot of people are like, oh man, Turki, he, why he didn't do that when Ryan and Teo were disrespecting black people? You know why? Because he ain't black. And I don't expect Turki to stand tall on black people business. I expect black folks to stand tall on some black business. I expect Turki to do exactly what he did, stand tall for his people. And let that be a lesson to all you ninjas. All of y'all supposed to stand 10 toes down for your people. Just how Turki, you see there, he ain't cared nothing about what you said about black people. He wasn't offended until you said something about his people and his religion, his culture. Now, if black people did that, we'd be all right. But we won't do it. We won't stand 10 toes down. You got Teofimo Lopez running around calling people the N-word and then wearing the PBC hat. Al Heyman run the PBC, right? So why is you wearing a PBC hat? Why is the PBC acting like they finna do something with Teo? If Turki can stand on business, right? If every other nationality and race can stand on business, why black folks can't? That's why we don't get no respect. That's why. That's why people think they can talk to us any type of way. Because we don't stand 10 toes down on nothing. We come on this internet and we just make stuff up about each other, about other black folks constantly. Making stuff up constantly. We hear one little rumor and here we go spreading gossip. Oh yeah, this person did it. Man, but just go join the FBI, please. Some of y'all dudes need to just join the FBI. Just you know what I'm saying? Just join law enforcement. If that's what you want to do, there's nothing wrong with that. Join law enforcement. We need some more good cops out here. Go be a cop. But get off the internet pretending like y'all some street dudes and y'all this and that. But every time you open your mouth on here, it's some type of opening some case on somebody. Some black dude. Yeah, I think they need to be investigating him for this and that. They say he did this and they say he did that. Like, bro, I don't know what you dudes is about. This is ridiculous. So anyway, um, investigators. All right, yeah, my Wi-Fi. I mean, let me turn off some of these devices. I think I got all my devices connected. All my TVs hooked up to the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have to give me some. I'm gonna have to update my internet power. I'm gonna have to do that. That's what I'm gonna have to do. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to update my internet power. What you call that stuff? I don't even. Press one if y'all can hear me, man. This is ridiculous, man. Now it's back on. My goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna call them today or tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call them Monday. I'm gonna call them Monday and see if I can get some increase my bandwidth or whatever the situation going on with this. What do you call it? Bandwidth or whatever? Megabytes. But anyway, this is what I was gonna say. Yesterday I went and got me a another TV, right? Because my other one went out. So put the TV in my man cave. And man, this is you got to be a mathematician, a scientist, or something to even figure out how to use this stuff, bro. It's so ridiculous, dude. I'm trying to you can't just plug. Remember back in the day, you just plug the TV up. I'm gonna tell you all y'all kids something. This is how it used to work. You used to buy a TV, plug it up, take your cable cord, hook your cable to the back of the TV, maybe hook up your game system. You was done. Maybe hook up your DVD or DVR, whatever. You was done. Now you got the TV got to download stuff. Now the TV got to it got to you got to have a cell phone. You got to connect to your phone. You got to take a picture of the code that's on the TV, connect it to your phone. You got to put the password into this, and it took me forever to do Hulu. I'm trying to sign in to Hulu. I can't sign in under my wife's Hulu account. So I said, forget it. I'm finna just get my own Hulu with no ads, right? Because my wife's Hulu got ads anyway. I'm just finna get my own one with no. I sign up. They won't let me sign up. They keep telling me the password, this and that. I said, man, this is. I was so mad yesterday. My hands were shaking, bro. I was furious. Like, bro, I wanted to kick the TV in his mouth. Like, bro, what are you? I can't sign up to Hulu. So I took a break and just said, forget it. And then this morning, I took a deep breath and I tried it again and it worked. Man, this is ridiculous, man. What's up, Oak Park Boxing? What it do, fam? What's up, Jerry Green in the building? Freedom's March, what it do? Salute, everybody in the building. The lights all the way up. Tomorrow we got Usyk, man. We got Usyk tomorrow. Usyk versus your boy Daniel Dubois is fighting tomorrow. There's a lot of good fights. What else, who else is fighting tomorrow? Joe Thompson said, yes, official. You're getting old, 78. Yeah, I was thinking about that, bro. I'm telling you, when I was saying I was mad yesterday, bro, my hands were shaking. I was so mad, dude. I was like, I refused to ask my kids to help me set this TV up. This is ridiculous, dude. What kind of, man, you gotta have a master's degree to watch TV now? This is ridiculous. Cedric Trailer in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love, family. Thank you. So 78, you need to get Wi-Fi extender. Okay, extend your range of Wi-Fi. Good ones name Eero. They really good. I'll talk to the cable company. I'll try to figure it out. They're really good, especially if you're upstairs. Yeah, I'm upstairs now, and the Wi-Fi thing is downstairs, but on the first floor. But man, it used to work just fine. I've been doing my videos for years up here, but so now it's all of a sudden it's trashy. Nah, something ain't going on. Something ain't right. They must have lowered my megabytes, gigabytes or something. They didn't lower it without telling me or something. They didn't rip me off. Said Bam Rodriguez is fighting. Okay, he fighting tomorrow. Pacquiao Barrios tomorrow too? They can't be tomorrow. Pacquiao Barrios ain't tomorrow, is it? It's Pacquiao Barrios. That can't be tomorrow. That gotta be like. Hold on, let me look at this. Let me look at this schedule. Let me look at the schedule. All right, we got Daniel Dubois versus Alexander Usyk. That fight card going down in London. We got Bam Rodriguez versus a cat named Keifu or something. I don't know who that is, but that's at them booger weights I'm be watching. Pacquiao and Barrios is fighting tomorrow. Man, I forgot about that tomorrow. I thought that was next weekend. And we got Fundura versus Tim Tszyu 2, which ain't got no press. Pitbull versus some big neck dude. This dude looked like he who is this dude Pitbull from the fight? Man, this dude got a big old neck, man. This dude like y'all remember Tito Santana from the WWF back in the day? This dude got a neck like Tito Santana. Man, people better be careful with this dude. This dude here look like he'd put the flu flops on somebody. Gary Russell Jr. fighting tomorrow too? Man, no. Let me see here. Hold up, man. Oh, that's the rematch. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is a rematch. You're right. But it's two rematches. So it's Fundora, Tim Tszyu 2, and the dude who Pitbull fought last. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now I see. Yeah, dude look like Tito Santana. Let me see here. Why they ain't got Gary Russell Jr. fight ain't advertised? What card Gary Russell Jr. fighting on? It ain't been advertised nowhere. Emma Williams fighting tomorrow. Who's Gary Russell fighting? He fighting on the prelims. He doing Gary filthy. Well, he been out for the ring for a while though. What's up, my brother Drew Titan LLC in the building? What's up, Trey Titan in the building? Y'all get them lights all the way up, ladies and gentlemen. Share the video. Okay. Gary fight. I'm gonna check it out. What's up, my brother Junior Truth in the building? Junior said I got a whooping because I cried when Santana lost a match versus Mr. Fuji. Man, that's ridiculous. The fact that Mr. Fuji had to cheat. Ain't no way Tito Santana loses to Mr. Fuji unless they cheated. I can't remember that match, but I know they cheated. They had to. Well, let me guess. Demolition or somebody came down there and jumped in the ring, or they hit him with something while he wasn't looking. The ref wasn't looking. That's the only thing. That's the only way he could have won. Jafari Caesar in the super chat with that 2-piece. Appreciate the love. Says Pac-Man getting stopped like Jackson. He getting stomped like Jackson from Bloodsport. Oh wow. Jackson. Yeah, whoop. Oh, he hit him with the cane. Yeah, Drew said it was in 86. Yeah, I don't even remember that fight. That makes sense though. I knew they was gonna cheat. That's the only way Fuji can beat Santana. But I'm gonna tell you something else. I ain't getting a whooping, but I cried when was it 1990 or 89? WrestleMania 6. It was either 1990 or 1989. I cried when Hulk Hogan lost to the Ultimate Warrior. I hated the Ultimate Warrior. I hated him with a passion. I just thought he was just a cornball with that long hair and that can't do no promos. The Warriors and the shut up, man. You know what I'm saying? And they just, when that dude beat Hulk Hogan, man, I was mad. I mean, we all in the house. We had ordered the pay-per-view. My uncle and them, we all watching it. Everybody in the house rooting for Warrior. I'm the only one rooting for Hogan. Everybody just couldn't wait for Warrior to beat Hogan. I'm like, man, why y'all hating on Hulk? It's the Hulkster, man. Y'all hating on the Hulkster. Only to find out years later Hulk Hogan is stone cold racist, man. Lord have mercy. Once I found out Hulk Hogan was a racist and Ric Flair loved calling people the N-word, I gave up all faith on pink people. I knew then. Even my love for Brett Favre, I said, man, Brett Favre, my favorite quarterback ever. But I don't put nothing past him. Now I believe all y'all got a little bit of that in you. If the Hulkster, you understand? If the Hulkster, the inventor of Hulkamania, can be a stone cold racist, then all y'all got a little something in y'all. I'm sorry. Yep. All y'all got a little something in y'all. Said Zeus was smashing Hulk. Oh man, I went to the movies to see No Holds Barred. When did No Holds Barred come out? That had to be like 89. I went to the movies to see that. Yeah, Supreme Beast. Yeah, I showed up with my Hulkamania t-shirt trying to get into the club, and they said, "Get out of here, ninja. Unless your name is Coco Beware or JYD, you ain't welcome here, boy." Yeah, Coco Beware was the only black dude. Him and Junkyard Dog was the only black dudes that Hogan, I guess, would let around. Kondo said he never liked Hogan. Man, man, Hogan was my guy, bro. I am a real American. Bro, you want to know how much of a Hulkamaniac I was? I had the American flag on my wall, a ripped Hulk Hogan T-shirt, right? Man, I look like the boy. If I seen that today, I'd slap the mess out of myself. Boy, I thought Hulk Hogan was the dude to me. He was the dude. And that Joker there, man, when he lost the Ultimate Warrior, I was so mad. Man, I was so mad. See, remember Bad News Brown? Yeah, I remember Bad News Brown. Bad News Brown was a good fighter, but they kept him as a jobber. They made him be a jobber, man. Just come up there and get beat up all the time. I remember. Speaking of racism, I remember when Roddy Piper fought Bad News Brown, and remember Roddy Piper had one side of his face in blackface, one side of his body was black, painted in black, and the other side he was just himself. I'm like, man, what kind of racist mess is that? But back in them days, they used to do all kind of racist stuff. All kind of racial stereotypes. They didn't know no better. They used to have remember they used to have the black the black managers act like they was pimps and all that kind of stuff. Remember Slick? They tried to make Slick a pimp. They tried to make a what's that? What's the other dude in later years? Papa Shango. They turned him into somebody else. They turned Papa Shango into a pimp. What they call him? His name? What they turned Papa Shango into? A dude who was a pimp. He used to have plenty of chicks and stuff. I can't remember his name. Was it? Oh, the Godfather. Yeah, thank you, the Godfather. They turned Papa Shango into the pimping. Mahari Nation Sports Podcast and that super chat with the 5-piece. Thank you, good brother. He said Brett Favre loves grabbing them by the P. He says and he's selling food stamp. He's stealing food stamp. Yeah, he is. For $2, he's selling food stamp for $2. Sponsored by Mississippi owned Mr. Shelton. Wow. So Shelton was in on it too, huh? Shelton was in on it. But no, I used to like see, I wasn't watching the WWE or the WWF when Nation of Domination and all that was out, and Generation X. I ain't watching too much of it. I was at that time I was just hooked on WCW. I was like, because I was always a fan of both, like NWA, WCW, and that kind of thing. I love that style of wrestling, AWA, and then I love the WWF, but WWF or WWE was like the top tier, like the the pro league to me. But then, man, I don't know what year it was, but I just stopped watching WWE. I missed the whole rise of Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. I missed the whole rise. I started watching it after they was already popular, but for some reason I just wasn't watching it like their rise to the top. I was hooked on WCW. You know what I'm saying, back in the day. You say you used to flip back and forth, Daniel Mitchell. I tried that later on. I started doing that, but man, I'm gonna tell you when this is when WCW took over, for sure. When they took over, when NWO came out, when Hogan was over there, and then Kevin Nash and Scott Hall came over there, and they started NWO, it was over. Man, please, bro. I was glued. Me and my cousins was glued to the TV, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, when NWO was going on, I bet you if you check the crime statistics, I bet you crime dropped during NWO era because everybody was in the house during that time watching them joints. Man, look here. Man, that was some of the funniest stuff I ever seen in my life. Hulk Hogan just take his belt off and just whoop people like your grandma, just chasing you around the house, whooping you. This man was whooping people in the ring with a belt, bro. Stomping them out. People were so mad, crying. Man, this ain't right, man. I ain't watching this no more, man. This ain't right. What they doing to Ric Flair? What they doing? Man, I remember they cheated Hogan and let Sting win. What's up, Two-Raw? My brother Two-Raw in the building. They cheated Hogan and let Sting beat him. And Bret Hart came in there and pulled them shenanigans. I was mad as ever, bro. Every time Hogan lost, I was mad, to be honest with you. Sheldon, LDBC or nothing. Reloaded in that super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love. It says, can you please take Mahari Wrench for a few minutes. Says, I got something to tell him. uh, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna take Abel Wrench. Abel is good luck for Abel to have a wrench over here. You know how it's like it's good luck to like rub a bald person head or a ladybug land on your shoulder or like a midget give you a blowjob. It's Abel. It's like it's the same thing with him. Like with the it's good luck because you know what I'm saying. Abel is a virgin, so it's good to have a virgin with a wrench on your page, man. You're gonna get good blessings. Drew Titan LLC, the super chat with the 5-piece. I mean with the 10-piece. Much love, much appreciation. Thank you, brother. My brother Drew. He says bad news. Brown was about to beat Andre the Giant when they were on the road for calling him a ninja. Yeah, I remember. I heard about that. He said, but Andre didn't get off the bus. He said Brown was a real trained fighter. Andre racism was notorious. Yeah, they should try bully black fighters. They should try bully black fighters, but black wrestlers, I should say. But yeah, Bad News Brown was about that life in real life. Yes, sir. Said Kamala pulled out a 38. Yeah, I heard about Kamala checking Andre too. A lot of black folks had to check Andre the Giant. Big racist up. See, I don't like how he did Booker T at WrestleMania 19. I don't even remember it, bro. WrestleMania 19. I don't remember what they did to Booker T. Cause you see, I was a fan of Booker T with Harlem Heat days in WCW. I didn't really watch him too much in WWE. I think I stopped watching wrestling at that time. Um, I would start watching it again now, only because of the women. Like old girl Jade Cargill, I think her name is Jade Cargill. Man, I love her, man. She's fine, bro. I don't know why, because I usually don't like muscular women like that. But I don't know, man. It's something about her. Lord have mercy, I like her. I like Jade Cargill because she still looks feminine, but she got the muscles though. I don't. It's a weird thing. So her and the other one, what's her name, Brianna? I like both of them. I might start watching it for the chicks, man. I know my cousin, man. He heavy into that. He be going whenever they come to Milwaukee or Chicago, man. He be going to that joint, man. Yeah, if they come to Milwaukee, Chicago, or Minnesota, he there. Anywhere in the Midwest. Yeah, Bianca Blair. Yeah, Jay Cargill. Let me see if I can find me a good picture of them. Anwar Willis in the super chat with that 2-piece. Thank you, brother. He says Goldberg versus Hogan on Nitro was electrifying. Man, look here, man. Goldberg, man, they messed up Goldberg whole run, man. Kevin Nash did that. I think it was Kevin Nash who messed up Goldberg whole run. Somebody messed it up. I can't remember the story, but somebody messed. When Goldberg was on that run of being undefeated, I think Kevin Nash when he was the one doing the bookings, I think he messed that up. Said check out Jada Parker 78. You won't be this Jada Parker. I mean, let me look her up real quick. Let me look up Jada Parker. Okay. Oh yeah, she a cutie. Oh yeah, she's a cutie. Oh, I like yeah. I ain't gonna say nothing out. I can't say what I'm thinking out loud. Oh yeah, she a cutie though. She built right too. This can't be her, bro. This can't be her. Let me put this on the screen. This ain't her. Let me see if this her. Tell me if this her. Y'all tell me if this is her. Is that her? Or y'all fooling with me? That can't be her. Because if that's her, I'm gonna give me a seat. I'm gonna get me a seat, put my hands behind my head, and just lay down on the concrete, and she can do that same pose right there, and I'm gonna go. That's all you gonna hear. Rain down on me, let your love shower me, just rain on me. Lord have mercy. She got one. She got one right there. Lord have mercy, she fine. Yeah, but yeah, I ain't never heard of her. So her name is Jada Parker, huh? I'm gonna have to start watching it, man. I'm gonna start watching these wrestling joints again. When the lady, what days do the ladies wrestle? Do they wrestle just all with the men same days, or is it separate? How it work now? Yeah, I gotta check it out. Let me see here. Midwest Boxing says, how Boots Goofy for wanting a lower test at 154 when Haney just fought Ramirez? Ortiz fought an average guy. The Terrence did the same thing. Narrative spinning from YouTubers is ridiculous. Midwest Boxing, what's ridiculous is the fact that you wake up in the morning and don't brush your teeth. That's what's ridiculous. See, what you're supposed to do is use the mouthwash Listerine first, right? Use Listerine, right? Let that squish around for about 30 seconds. I know it's going to burn because you got all that funk. It's the only reason it burns because there's a lot of bacteria and funk, right, in there. So you got to flush it around for about 30 seconds, spit it out, then put some toothpaste on the electric toothbrush, right? Electric toothbrush, put some water on it, and then let it hit all underneath the gums and whatnot. Then brush that tongue, brush that funk from off that tongue. Then get your jaws and stuff. Then rinse it out with water, and you'll be straight. Then when you come over here, you won't get roasted. That's what I think. That's what I think. Jaron Boots Ennis turned down 2 fights with guys that's smaller than him for career money. Jaron Boots Ennis turned down a fight with Brian Norman. Okay? Then he wants to move up in weight and fight 2 tune-ups. Like, what do you want tune-ups for? Against who? And Ramirez, I know all y'all keep trying to disrespect Ramirez now. Ramirez was a former unified 140-pound champion. Unified. Who's beating Ramirez? Ramirez ain't got 5, 6, 7 losses on his record. Who beat him? Y'all not finna try to, Haney just fought Ramirez. Yeah, Ramirez was a former unified champion. Who Boots gonna fight? Bro, I'm not finna keep protecting these dudes, man. Get up out of here. Boots you can't have an excuse for everything you do, bro. Every time you don't fight somebody, it's an excuse. Oh, let's pacify Boots. Let's pacify Boots because he's talented. Because, he got great potential. Nah, bro, the man is a duck. Boots is a duck, bro. Until proven otherwise. He don't want to be a duck no more, then go and start fighting these people, man. Get out of here with this mess. He got that deal with Eddie Hearn where he got guaranteed money, so he's trying to take advantage of that deal. And then after he get done with that deal, that's when he gonna try to start fighting people and try to sign some bigger deal, and it's gonna be too late. Ain't nobody gonna want to do it. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. We gotta start calling stuff like we see it, because y'all want to pick and choose when y'all want to call somebody a duck. But because we like Boots and he's talented, I like him too. I don't want to call the man a duck. This is why this is the first time in the history of my channel you ever heard me say this stuff about Boots. Because I've been fighting it off. I didn't want to say this about Boots. But bro, come on, man. What are we supposed to say? I'm supposed to keep making excuses for you and your conduct, and you don't want to fight nobody? You gonna tell Turki I want 2 tune-ups at 154. I can't make 147 no more. My doctor told me I'm only operating at 50% of my potential. So the fact that I did what I did to Stanionis at only 50% of my potential, I definitely gotta move up, my doctor said. So if you only have 50% doing what you just did to do, why you need a tune up at 154? Wouldn't you be twice as good now at 154? You sound like cap to me, bro. Sound like a bunch of ducking and capping. That's what it sounds like to me. What's up with the Stephen X? Narco Hampton TV. What's happening with it, homie? Y'all smash the like button. We need well over 300 likes in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Patrice says Devin making every other boxing fan spiral because he wants all the smoke and their fighters don't. That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? Because Devin Haney wants all the smoke, and this was irritating me too. I talked about this the other day. Is this notion that like Devin's stupid for fighting Brian Norman? Oh, Bill gonna get his son hurt. Oh, he's stupid, man. He shouldn't have took this fight. Like I'm sitting here thinking, are y'all boxing fans or are y'all a bunch of cowards? Because to me, it sounds like y'all really don't want Devin Haney versus Norman. Y'all just pretending like y'all want it. Because when two young brothers step up and say they finna fight each other, what's the problem? Why everybody ain't happy? Y'all so used to these dudes ducking that you want Devin Haney to be a duck to justify your favorite fighter being a duck. You mad because you can't point to say, oh, Devin ducked this person. You mad. When Brian Norman's name came up, Devin said, let's go. But y'all so shocked. Like, oh no, I wouldn't have. Know why you think that's lame? You know why you think that's crazy for Devin Haney to fight Norman? Because you wouldn't do it. Because you know your favorite fighter wouldn't do it. Your favorite fighter, look, because I know a lot of y'all favorite fighter. Look, first of all, if your favorite fighter Boots, he wouldn't fight Brian Norman. That's facts. We know that. He paid Standing the Niners, but he wouldn't pay Brian Norman, right? So we already know Boots wouldn't fight him. We ain't even got to talk about Tank. Let's not even talk about him because we can if you want to, but I seriously doubt. Y'all want to talk about Tank fighting Brian Norman. The only person that will fight Brian Norman is Devin Haney in or around that division. It's Devin Haney. Period. And what do he get any credit for it? No, because haters, Devin's stupid. Ain't no way. Bill gonna get his son hurt. Oh, that's crazy. Ain't no way. Y'all encouraging ducks in boxing. I am True Man in the super chat with that 10-piece. Much love and much appreciation, family. Said crazy thing is people are asking for Bozy to speak. So you want to hear Bozy make excuses for a coward behavior from his son, but don't want to hear Bill praise his son. He said that wants all the smoke. Right. It's crazy, bro. Nuts. What's up, my brother? Trill Will LDBC had nothing in the building. It's nuts, man. Let me give me some water real quick, bro. You said Brian Norman turned down the Boots fight. When did that happen, good brother? When did that happen? When did Brian Norman turn down the Boots fight? Because I remember them asking for a certain amount of money, and I remember the fight not happening because Boots and them didn't want to pay him the extra $200,000 that he wanted, and they said he wasn't worth the extra $200,000. But somehow they go on to fight Stanionis, and they pay Stanionis more than they paid Norman. More than they was going to pay Norman, they paid Stanionis more. And then then Boots came out and bragged about taking money from his own purse to give to Stanionis just to make a unification bout. But he wouldn't do it with Norman. Brother, that's not true. It's not true. Not true. I was here for the whole thing. It's not true. I know y'all like Boots, and it is what it is. I like him too. Which is why I never said nothing about this. But at the end of the day, it's too much stuff adding up. If this was just the normal situation, I could have gave him a pass for that and said, hey, that's just negotiation, tough negotiations. But when you take everything into totality and you start looking at the track record of what Boots has been doing now, you turn down easy work for Teofimo Lopez and the money Turki was going to pay you. Teo was going to get $11 million to fight Boots. Imagine what Boots was going to get to fight Teo. Boots ain't never made nowhere near that kind of money. And you turn it down and then you turn down Devin and try to pull Devin up to pass welterweight to 152-pound catchweight. Like, bro, what is you doing? You literally just said that you can make 147 easily. Now you're telling us you outgrew the weight. How do you go from easily making the weight to outgrowing the weight in a matter of months? It don't happen that quickly. He said, so it's okay for Norman to duck for money. I see how. Well, that's cap. That's cap. What are you talking about? You can't, bro. You haven't held Boots accountable not one time this whole conversation. You keep talking about Norman. Okay, you keep talking about Norman. So explain to me why Jaron Boots Ennis, because now we're talking. Explain to me why Jaron Boots Ennis turned down a Teofimo Lopez fight at 147 for career high money. Just months after saying, I make 147 easy. I'm a big guy, but I make 147 easy. He turned it down. Oh, of course, it's the white man's fault. Why did I not think of that? Those devils. Why did I not think of that? Those devils, they always coming around convincing us to turn down fights and not make money and take a cut of that money. I forgot all about how the devil don't never want to get a cut of my money. That's cap. Boots said himself. When somebody asked Boots, they said, why, you're a big guy. When you going to move up to 154? Oh, I still make 147 easy. I still got the videos, bro. It's on YouTube. So I still got I can make 147 easy. I can make it once it's comfortable. I'm not struggling at all to make the weight. He just said it, and then you get offered all his career money. Now all of a sudden, I can't make the weight no more, right? And then, okay, cool. If you can't, let's say that's true. Let's say you can't make the weight no more. Fine. If you can't make the weight no more, why do you need to go up to 154 and then you want Turki to pay for you to fight 2 tune-ups? 2 light touches at 154. Man, come on, fam. Come on, bro. It is what it is. We gotta just tell the truth, bro. I don't like doing this either. I don't like talking about Boots. I like Boots. Boots is one of our best we got. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be good. I want all that stuff, man. But he's starting to give me Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade vibes. I'm telling you, man. And I like Andrade. And what he started doing? Making bad business decisions. He's starting to give me them vibes, man. Like he just can't get right. Boy can't get right. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on it, man. That's just my thoughts on it. We'll see what happens, though, man. But I'm finna get on up out here and go make me something to eat, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all a little later. What's up, Trap Media USA? What's happening with it? Salute to everybody in the chat. Much love to the chat, super chat. Everybody came through showing love. Appreciate y'all support. And holler at y'all in a minute. We up out of here, y'all. Deuces.